Okay, in this video, I want to give another example of normalization of narcissism. And now I kept saying it as normalizing narcissism, which normalizing, from what I understand, means something that has something to do with heat. So I was saying it wrong. Hey, I'm not perfect. But yeah, normalization, if I got it right, is basically whenever something is made to be considered as just normal in a society when it wasn't previously, and it can be used in in an abusive way, a controlling way, to make people believe, that this is common sense kind of thing. Okay, now the example I'm planning on using is about something that I don't know who would start this, or why would they start this, or it just kind of happened. But, and I think I've said something about this before. It's when you go into a store, you buy something, and the cashier acts superior to you. I've seen this happen. This has happened to me. This has happened to people I've watched. I've been behind them in line, and the cashier acts like they're doing them a favor. But remember, I say I live in Narcissismville, so yeah, I can see plenty of examples. But I've heard people say this too, that and here is to go on with it is when did it happen that we say thank you to the cashier instead of the cashier saying thank you to us? Yeah, I have mentioned this before. Okay, and it is so true. That has become, it's something like normal that we say thank you to them. Some people say, well, it's just polite. No, you know what works just as great if you want to be polite about it. You're paying money to them. Okay, so you're buying something from them, from that store or that shop, whatever it is. And if they don't say thank you, just say you're welcome and walk out. You don't have to say it with any, anger, meanness, or whatever, impoliteness, whatever. Just say you're welcome, because you did just buy from that, spend money there. You didn't have to. There are probably plenty of other places you could have gone to, But I think we need to change that normalization of that kind of, and in a way it is narcissism, to back to where it belongs. They're there for a reason. Okay, they're an employee. I'm not saying the person themselves, but you're buying from the business. And we need to start having respect for ourselves, and that we are spending money. We're giving them money. We need to have that respect for ourselves to say you're welcome. If they're not going to be, and I think eventually people will start catching on to say thank you, because it just got so twisted, really twisted. And I think that has led to this of the cashiers and or customer service people of having this arrogance, about them, that they are superior to you because you need them. Well, no, you need us. That business needs us, the customer. But it got twisted. Now, the thing about it is, because this kind of thing's been going on for a while, people who are younger won't remember that it wasn't always like that. It's become the norm. It has become the norm. You see what I'm saying? It needs to switch back, okay, to where we aren't employees, basically, of everything. You see what I'm saying? Okay, but seriously, we need to get it to where we are not seen as less than, there's important words, less than that company or that corporation. And of course we know that we're not talking like companies or corporations or people, but they're made up of people. And if they have not taught the staff the correct way of being toward a customer is to say thank you. One of the ways, there's plenty others, to not be disrespectful. And the disrespect that's kind of a mentality, is that you don't have to say thank you to this customer. That's just a portion, a subset of a bigger issue that they seem superior. And I've dealt with plenty of them. I'm dealing with one right now. I even wrote a long email to the woman I was giving the email address to, and never, of course, heard it back, and I never heard any phone, received any of the phone calls from the corporate office, from everybody, nobody. And that's what they're being taught. They don't have to. They don't have to. But seriously, I think if enough people, if you see that repeatedly, this is just my opinion, I'm not trying to start any kind of riot or something like that, but personally, I feel this way. If you see that enough times at one particular store, and you ask to speak to the manager, you ask, to speak to the district manager, go on up the ladder. If nothing is done, if they're being rude, beyond just not saying thank you, but being rude, nothing's done, stop going. Seriously, let them lose their business. And I know a lot of these places, people think, well, they're only these big, corporations and stuff. No, you can find some small ones. Seriously now, like phone companies, believe me, phone companies, cable companies. Now, cable might, here in the States, might be a little more difficult, but yeah, to find a different one. But things that you can, like I said, cell phone. You have small companies coming up. And they might not be the best. They might not have all the bells and whistles and everything. But what's more important, those bells and whistles or your dignity? Seriously. I know, and a lot of them hook into some contract. And, oh boy. But anyway, you see what I'm saying? We need to take this back. I've been saying this for years. I really have. When I was doing a blog, this is something I would say. Not trying to make everybody riot and stuff like that, but to think, if you're on the phone with somebody and they're they fail to say thank you for shopping with us, or thank you for calling, whatever, just say, well, you're welcome. You're welcome. Really. Or you go into a store and they don't say thank you, say you're welcome. But the reason I'm saying this is because I just did a video about Narcissismville. Saying they were decent, good people, but I just ran across one who was rude. Another, this was another cashier type, okay? It just had a sense of superiority. I don't go for that. I don't go for a sense of superiority. I don't go for people with a sense of inferiority, because superiority is usually inferiority anyway, complex kind of thing. But I don't want to see, I see people as, we're all human, we're all equal, we have we all have our differences in strengths and weaknesses, but we're all human, you know what I'm saying? But if you're shopping somewhere, I get confused here, you're shopping somewhere, you're doing business, it's not the person really, it's the fact that they were not taught right. And that's the mentality of the people who own it. They don't deserve your business if they're going to be rude and they didn't teach the people how to behave. Plain and simple. That's my opinion. What's your opinion? If you want, leave a comment below. If you want to subscribe to this channel, click the circle. If you want to watch another video, click one of the rectangles. I'm going to have an allergy attack big time, so pardon me. If you want to share, like, or, like I said, comment, feel free to do so. As long as it's nice, I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.